What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Xpeng, what it did today. We're going to break it down from a technical standpoint. We're going to do all of that. Now, before we get into the video, I'd like to remind you, like, comment, and subscribe. Your support is truly appreciated. Now, before we get into this video, if you haven't already, go ahead and join my free Discord. If you need help during market open, we're active. And if you have any questions regarding a stock you're in, if you need a chart, hop in here, at me, or even DM me. I'm always here for you guys. Let's get right into the video and let's talk about Xpeng. So if you're watching Xpeng today, it was up $1.85. So Xpeng did a lot better than Neo today, actually. That was a surprise to me, but the same thing that Neo did today, Xpeng did as well. So we had that huge morning dip. So if you were watching Xpeng, actually, you probably were getting a little nervous that it dipped, all the way to $50. We had that huge morning dip. I mean, we had it on Neo. Just made a video about that. Neo did the same thing. So Xpeng dipped this morning, but what happened? Buyers really came in. Buyers came in strength and pushed it back up, and we tried to hit highs 55, 60, weren't able to hold it, came back down, and then for the last part of the day, really didn't do a whole lot of anything. You can see that candle right there is super small. So if you were watching Xpeng, most of the action happened in the first part of the day. But what's important is that it stayed above this level, guys. I talked about this in my last Xpeng video that I made last night. I said 51.37, 51.40, that's the area it needs to stay above. The reason is we're making this higher low situation, and if we break that pattern, then we're most likely coming back down. So I talked about this. I said, hey, needs to stay above this level, and it did exactly that today. So what's the story? Where am I looking at for it to go tomorrow, and what does it need to do? Well, we have this strong resistance line up here at 56.67. It's given us trouble several times. We've tried to push up to it and we get rejected. That's why it's a resistance line. Now, look what happened here yesterday. We pushed up, got rejected, came back down, found support. Today we started trying to recover a little. Now notice over here, we had rejection on the same level. So we know that if we push up tomorrow, we really need to get above it and stay above it. So the buyers really need to show up tomorrow. Now keep in mind, tomorrow is a Friday, so might not be a whole lot of action. Fridays are notorious for just being, bland, not too much. But hopefully, if you're bullish on Xpeng, you want it to get above this level. So going into Friday and the rest of the weekend and starting Monday, it'll look really strong if we can get above that. So if we can get above 56.67, we're going to look super strong, and then we can confirm it. So maybe Friday, tomorrow, we push up, and then Monday we pull back, get that pullback, and stay above 56.67, and then we can have the conversations of it, uptrending back up to all-time highs. But first, it needs to stay above 56.67. If it's unable to do that, then the pattern is is in jeopardy, right? Because we're making these higher lows, and if we're unable to start trending back up again, today was kind of a cool off day. Even though we were still up, it was cooling off. We're pushing up, so that's the bullish case scenario that we need to look at. Now the bearish case, we're going to talk about that side as well. Just you got to play both sides. So bearish case scenario, for it to be bearish tomorrow, it needs to get below $57 and hold. Now I'm not saying it needs to get, if it gets below it instantly it's going to be bearish. No, we saw that today. We got below this level, but then we snapped right back up. So it closed above it. So for us to be bearish momentarily, we need to close below this level. Only if we close below this level, not if we have a wick like we did today. That's completely fine, because that shows that buyers are here and it pushed price back up. So if we close below here, the next level I'm looking at for it to hold is at 48.06. So definitely, if it closes below this level right here, it needs to hold 48.06. Reason why? Because we're still making these higher low patterns, and when it gets right here, if it does get right here, then that pattern is in jeopardy, right? If we fall below that, then this reversal pattern is going to look bad because it's no longer in play, because we're not making those higher low situations right now. But Xpeng is looking really strong. There's no reason for me to be alarmed about this. We had this downtrend, right? Covered right here, and now we're working our way back up. So overall, as a whole, Xpeng is looking completely fine. I would not worry about it at all. Now if you're looking for an entry, maybe tomorrow is red, I like the support play. So get in right here at this 51.41 area. If we can get in at that area, then that will be completely fine. Now if I got in here though, I still have my stop loss underneath here. It wouldn't make sense for me to stop out if I would buy at support, right? So it wouldn't make sense for me to stop out right here if I would buy right there. That would not make sense at all, so I'd still have my stop loss right underneath support, and I, just trail it. So I'd get in right here, keep moving my stop loss up as Xpeng moves up, so when we do get that pullback, then obviously you can take profit. Now that's for people who are trading Xpeng. If you're a long-term investor, no reason for you to worry, no reason for you to panic. And like I've said in the comments below, let me know what's your average, what's your how many shares you have, and what's your overall plan for Xpeng. What's your goal? How many years, how many months, how many weeks are you planning to hold this thing? Just let me know. Always like to read your comments. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all in the next video.